everybody, it's Michael here, and today I've got something that I'm very excited about. Actually been holding off on doing this for a few days because I really wanted to record it. This is a box from Secret Level LLC, and it contains in it two copies of the Cinevectron FPGA board, and I'm very excited by this project. So I'm going to just do the unboxing here and talk about the project while I'm doing it. So here we go. You can see here that Secret Level is in Kirkland, Washington, which is an area that's kind of been in the news lately, and I hope everybody up there is safe and doing okay because there is a virus going on, virus breakout going on up in that area, and I certainly hope everybody is okay. Anyway, cut open the box here. This is a multi-Cinematronics FPGA emulation board, and I first saw this at the Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show 2 years ago, so that would have been June of 2018, I think, and then saw it again at California Extreme in 2019, I think it was, or 2018, might have been, yeah, which would have been in July of that year. And this is really cool. This is this board allows one to use an Asteroids machine to play Cinematronics games. And here's the card right here. I'll put that up right there so everybody can take a look at it. Cinevectron FPGA, and on the back, the URL, cinevectron.com. So definitely check that out if this is something that's even remotely interesting to you, as it really is to me. And okay, let's see, we got some stuff that's all nicely bubble wrapped here, and this I think is going to be there is a separate adapter board that you need to use if you're going to be using this in a Vectron with an Asteroids Deluxe. And I do have both an Asteroids and an Asteroids Deluxe. And okay, this is going to be this is the FPGA. This is a DE0 Taraci board. So this is an FPGA card right here. This is not the adapter that okay, thank you. Yeah, so this is the FPGA prototyping board. So that's going to be, I'm guessing, one of the two boards that I did order. Here's a bunch of ribbon cables, and this has got to be the adapter right here. Yeah, so this is an adapter board, again, so that I can use the Cinevectron in an Asteroids Deluxe cabinet, which I do want to have the ability to do. As I mentioned, I've got both an Asteroids and an Asteroids Deluxe. We'll probably be using, probably be putting one in each of them. I did get two of them because I just want to make sure that, don't know how many of these are going to be made in the fullness of time, and I didn't want to find myself needing one and not having it. I'd much rather have it, not need it, use it as a backup, or find someone else who needs it or something. Okay, so this is going to be, oh wow, look at that. Okay, so this is going to be the Cinevectron board. And we'll set that one aside. I think there's going to be one more of these. And, okay, so, yep, this is going to be another one of those same boards. And then, finally, we have one other, okay, I think I see what's going on here. Okay, so that is going to be, this is a two-board setup, it appears. And yeah, this is going to be the other FPGA board. So it looks like, yeah, once again, another Taraci FPGA prototyping board. So it looks like this is the setup right here, these two together, and then use some of those ribbon cables to connect the two together. So I will be, let's see, and that is what's in the box. And very shortly, I will be placing these, getting at least one of these set up in an Asteroids or an Asteroids Deluxe cabinet, and I will let you know how that goes. I'm really excited about this. Finally get to play some Star Castle. Okay, we're back with the Cinevectron FPGA kit. Again, this is a multi-Cinematronics kit that I'm going to put into an Asteroids cabinet. And did a little more research in the last few minutes, and actually downloaded the manual, which turned out to be a big help. And I see now that there are some official names for each of these parts here. This one here is the FPGA board, as it's called in the documentation. And this one is called the interface board. And this one is obviously a custom board that was obviously made from an original design. This one is in fact an off-the-shelf part, which is kind of something that is fairly normal for FPGA projects. Some parts are off the shelf and some of them are custom made. Now, because this is a kit that will go into a Cinematronics cabinet as well as an Asteroids cabinet or an Asteroids Deluxe cabinet with the adapter, there's a few things I had to make sure were properly set up. And on the FPGA board, there's this row of switches right here. And this one actually came out of the box pre-selected for an Asteroids machine. And there is in the manual a matrix that shows what switches you need to have in what position depending on what kind of installation you're doing. And then on the interface board, there are, again, a few jumpers. There's a jumper here, and there are some jumpers here, here, and here. And again, depending on what kind of installation you're putting this into, you want to have those properly set. This one, again, was out of the box set for an Asteroids machine, so I didn't have to do anything to it. The next step is to take some of these interconnect cables that do come with the Cinevectron kit and connect these headers to these headers. And I'm looking at I printed the manual, and this is they're not marked on the board which header is which, but right here we see that for our Asteroids installation we have headers 0 and 1. They are the only headers on either board that are sized for these cables. So there's only one mistake you can really make. The headers on the cables are also keyed, so there's really only one way you can put them in. The only thing you can do wrong is connect 0 to 1 and vice versa. So on the FPGA board, we do have appropriate labels, and this one is going to be GPIO 0, so that one's going to be 0. Well, let's do 1 first because it's going to be in the way there. So I will hook up GPIO 1, and again, the red wire is going to indicate pin 1, and there is a red mark on the diagram also that shows to ensure where pin 1 is. So I just hooked up, that was header number 1, and I'm going to hook it up to header number 1 on the interface board. It says here, this is interconnect number 1, ribbon cable connector goes right there. So it is with the edge connector off to the right, it's going to be the lower one. So I'm going to just put this in like so, and these cables are properly crimped so that you don't have to twist it over or flip anything over as sometimes you do with ribbon cables. So I'm just going to double check that I did connect 1 to number 1, and so the remaining one must be 0, but I'm going to double check it anyway, and I'm going to see that this is actually labeled, the top one is labeled as interconnect 0, and so I'll plug that one in like so, and oh, this one looks like this one does go oh no, it doesn't, never mind. Okay, so this is header 0 to header 0. Okay, and now I'll take another look at the instructions, but I think the next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and install this into our cabinet. Okay, now I'm down in the back of my Asteroids Cabaret, and what I have done is, sorry about the darkness here, I have disconnected the edge connector from the wiring harness from my Asteroids board, and I have made sure to, my edge connector does actually have a key in it, so it's going to make it very difficult to put it in backward. But if yours doesn't have the key, make very, very sure that you have the same orientation. So this board, the interface board, would be basically in the same alignment as the old Asteroids PCB was, which is still back here. Obviously, this is a very temporary just test configuration I have. I'm not going to leave this like this, but I did want to at least get it in and see if I can get this fired up. So it is connected on the edge connector right here, again, in the same orientation that the old Asteroids board was. Now, I do need to load up a control map for the Cinevectron, and I've gone ahead and followed the instructions and put it on this USB stick right here, which I'm going to put in right here. And it is properly formatted, and it does, well, I hope it's properly formatted, and it does have a it does have the control map, which is specific to the Asteroids cabinet loaded onto it. And so I'm going to boot the game up, and if everything goes well, it's going to read the control map in, and then I will be able to run some Cinematronics games on my Asteroids machine. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and fire it up, and we'll see what happens. Okay, it looks like we got the normal asteroid stuff is lighting up. Looks like the FPGA is on. Okay, on that first boot, what we see here is it looks like a Space War. We've got a wedge-shaped ship and a Starship Enterprise-shaped ship, and they're floating around. Looks like they are being affected by the gravity in the middle of the gravity well in the middle of the screen. Now, the directions did say to not start a game, but to give it 30 seconds to properly absorb the control map. And so hopefully that has happened here. Let me back up just a little bit. See, this is my Asteroids Cabaret right here, which I am very excited to own. And it does look like, so far this is looking like about like it's supposed to. Let's go back to the back of the game and see what's happening there. Okay, we're back here again at the back of the game, and so far it looks like things are working about like they should. At least I don't see anything that's obviously broken. So the next step in the instructions is to turn off the game and remove the USB stick. Okay, and now let's fire it back up and see what we get at the front of the game. Okay, let's turn the game on and see what happens. Okay, it looks like we've got a, what do we have here? Okay, I think I just started something. Did I just start a game? Oh, what just happened there? Okay. Aha, okay, there's, looks like it's a ripoff. Oh, here is Star Castle. Oh, you know what? I might not have this set for free play. Let me see, how do I get to him? Oh, yeah, there's Star Castle. Star Castle playing on my Asteroids Deluxe Cabaret. I'm sorry, my Asteroids Cabaret. That's very exciting. And let me see. Okay, oh, look at all, okay, there's an Armor Attack. Space Wars. Okay, and aha, free play off. Okay, now let me turn that on. Okay, okay. Free play on. Okay. Left, right to move, fire to change. Okay, and let's go down to save. And okay, and Space War again. And there's aha. I am playing Star Castle on my Asteroids Cabaret. This is a dream come true for me. This is very exciting. Oh my gosh. What a cool thing this is. Oh wow, like I said, I've been following this project for a couple years, and how exciting is it to have this one right here in my house. Star Castle is my favorite Cinematronics game. I'm sure I'm about to gain a much newfound appreciation for many more Cinematronics games, but this is the one I was mostly excited about. So, Jeff at Secret Level, Cinevectron.com. Awesome job, guys. Thank you very much, and thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you found this interesting.